And I need to go. I need to go somewhere urgent. So this class will be a little uh, fast. Okay, let me share my screen to you. So please let me know when you see my screen. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah, Ash, we can.
Okay. Let me just check. Shall I start the recording? Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. It's 17th, right? Yeah. So, guys, I'm just asking you that do you have any doubt in the last class that what are the functions we have done, like similar, same period, parallel period, date add, this kind of function? You have any doubt into this? Like yesterday, we have done lot of function related to. Let me show you. Yeah, see, employee YOY, okay, employee count by same period, this kind of function we are going to use yesterday. Okay, the last month, this is parallel period function, and last is MTD employee via. This is total empty we are already using. Okay, so YOY growth we are going to use. Okay, how to use this YOY, YTD employee. Okay, this YTD, but this time we are going to use via another YTD like this one, dates YTD. Okay, and this employee second we have dates YTD, this kind of function, and this is our fiscal year ending. Okay, this function is told us that our fiscal year end time. So any doubt, guys, you have related to this, or any other question in this last five, I think six classes we have already done for female HR project. Okay, so I don't think that you have any doubt in the measure or any calculation of this. So now I'm going to move into our third analytic part. So guys, our third analytic part, and guys, I am going to use another sheet because this sheet is hanging too much, because it's already taking too much of function or that kind of way. So I'm using another sheet for this. Otherwise, same data is the same. Okay, so no need to worry about that. So first I'm going to enter one text box, guys. This is your text box. Okay, so you can just click on this and you can write it here, any text, whatever you want. Like I write here as male female ratio, and I'm going to teach you on this how to we have calculate with the male and female ratio. But before go to this function again, what is exactly male and female ratio, guys? Tell me, anyone, what is exactly this, why we need this kind of ratio? Anyone? Male female ratio, why we need this ratio in our HR data? Because guys, see, we
Just
have a,
to
Mhm.
just to see the diversity. I mean to say how to manage diversity in the company.
But this diversity also you can manage with a percentage, that how much male percentage and how much is the female percentage. That also you can calculate instead of this ratio. So this ratio is actually called as, like, if you are doing the financial data. Financial data means, suppose you are working to whole organization data, in which you have also a HR data department, sales data. It means your work is to maintain all the Power BI report into one company, and all the Power BI report means for all the department. So that is the reason that we have to maintain this ratio, that how much male and female for every department. Okay, like in the sales department, HR department, production department. So that is the reason that we should calculate this. And how to calculate? That's a simple thing. See, in Power BI, it's some technical word, but in related in a normal layman language, what is a male female ratio actually? Can anyone tell me in a layman language how to calculate? Because if you think about that Power BI, okay, so you think that's some technical, but if you knowledge about layman language, then also you can do in the layman language, you can convert it into Power BI report, and it's very simple. Yeah, it's a little bit longer, but it is very simple. When you have a knowledge about layman language, See, in layman language, suppose I'm going to tell you one more text box. Let me enter one more text box. Okay, so suppose in a company we have total 1000 employees. Total 1000 employees, out of which we have 350 female and 650 male. So if you need to calculate as a, in a ratio wise directly in a layman language, so how to calculate? Just a simple thing, you need to just calculate. In a company we have a total 1000 employee and out of which have 350 employee and 650 employee. So if we calculate suppose in 10 way, uh, in 10 way suppose, it means total of 100 employee we have a 35 female and 65 female, and the ratio is 65 is to 30, that 35, that is the ratio. Okay, because you have no need to calculate that kind of similar thing or any other thing, so that is just a similar ratio wise. So that thing we have to calculate in Power BI. So what is the steps? Step one, first we need to calculate female employee. We need to calculate female employee. Step two, we need to calculate male employee. Okay, and the step third, we have calculate ratio by dividing male, female and male count. Female and male employee. That is just a simple thing you need to do in Power BI. So first we need to calculate female employee. Guys, in this example, we have already calculated a female employee. This one. See, what is female employee? Calculate total employee. Filter, we have gender table, gender 2, and we have a female. So in this function, this scenario, we have given the female employee. Same way, male employee. So you have already male employee in this example. Calculate total employee, filter, gender wise, we have a male employee. Same thing. Now you need this to just calculate this ratio and by female and male. It means you have to just divide female in numerator and male in denominator. That is just a simple thing you need to do for this male ratio. I'm just going to do with you like I've already done. Can I show you or can I take you with like written example? Because right now I am already calculated. So if you want that, I'm just going to show you this function. See, male and female ratio. Okay, this is the count of female employee. See this function, this variable var female count is equal to this. See, female count is not only done by me only. Okay, you have done by anything, but you need to just create a variable. Okay, so I'm just writing here as variable. Why we need a variable? Because we don't want to create this female in a new measure. So that is the reason we have created a variable. If you already create this measure into this, then just put this measure into this function. That is only thing to do. Okay, and same thing, next thing we have count of male employee. Count of male employee, and this one is also a variable. Okay, see what is, we have a female employee, we have a male employee. If you need to calculate this function with your own and in a new measure, like in a existing measure, then don't need to use this function. You can directly put it here instead of this language. Instead of this, you can directly put it here as, I can just write it here as measure of total female. Okay, and instead of this male count, you can enter measure of total male employees. Either you can just put this function here, or either you can put your measure into these two lines. And now we are going to into third line, and third line shows us third line. Third line shows us the ratio calculation. And guys, ratio calculation is not a part of Power BI. It is just a formatting into numbering. That is, ratio is only calculated by a divide function. Because ratio and percentage, all the things you have to calculate percentage. Okay, and if you need to calculate any like comparability of divide, this kind of function you can use by a ratio or this kind of thing. So var ratio, and forget this thing. Okay, forget this format thing and this thing. We have to just divide this female and male. Female means this function we have created a variable, and male means this function we have created a variable, and zero is used for alternative option. Suppose this female has value and male has does not value in this line, then instead of NA we put a zero. Like yesterday I told you why we put a zero, because of blank value. Okay, so this function is for divide function. And what is formatting? Suppose if we enter this function only divide, it will give you the value into dot. Dot means like in a, if you divide anything, like if I go into my Excel, if I open my Excel file, open a new Excel. Okay, suppose here is a 6 and here is a 7. If you divide this 7 and divide by this function, it will give you this value. Okay, so you don't need this value because this value have one dot and many formatting. Like after a digit is a decimal digit is higher than. So this function is that showing format this function into 2 digit only, like 1.2 digit only. We don't need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need only one dot. After dot, we need just two decimal. So this is just a formatting of this function only. Okay, and we have just divided, and after that we have put the return value, and return value. See, here we put a one. One means we have calculated a one male, and into the ratio. What is the value is given? If you divide, let me tell you. This is female. This is female and this is male, and you have a total, suppose 13. If you do is equal to divide function, like male divide by female divide by male, then this function, what is this answer actually? Tell me. This answer is that for one male we have a 1.16 female. So this answer give you the female answer only, and for female answer is this one, and one is for male. One is for male, and this ratio is tell us that a female ratio we have answer. And you can just click on enter. It will give you the value of the male and female ratio. And I just show you, put this card chart here, and under this card we have a male and female ratio, and see the value is 1.381 total ratio we have, because our digit is 3.81. If suppose if I go to this male and female ratio, and I have removed that format function and just click on enter, it will give you the value in the different decimal digit. Or you can do one more thing. Suppose this decimal digit in this one, so you can do go to this, and for this there is a no option of formatting. Okay, so that is the reason that we should use our formatting, because right now it's not getting any option into this, because otherwise we have to change our decimal from here also. But this function not providing, because we have calculated all the measure. If you just calculate just a measure, then it will give you the option to formatting of the number. So that is the reason we use our format function into this, and you can use format function for anything. See, format dot value, and right now you have put the format into which, like this dot this two.
Harsh, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, tell me.
So since we have female count as well as male count, right? So why can't we go with simple calculation? I mean to say, why do we require to put in the variables? Why can't we go with the simple calculation? I mean to say, go with the format divide f female count and male count. Is
Sir,
it not possible?
yeah, sir, no, it is possible because see, you have a this female and you have a this male. If you have not calculate this variable, you don't how to calculate this ratio, because ratio is divided into depend on this variable. Okay, or there is a one more
No,
example to
actually,
do. Mm-hmm.
we all no, we already have a count of male and female, na?
Uh-huh, right. No,
We
see,
already
actually,
have a count of
okay, yeah, right. But actually, I told you this example, I already written here, whether you use your total male or whether you use your total male. And instead of this, suppose if you have already created a measure, then don't need to do this variable. If you don't have a
yeah
measure,
that
yeah, that is the reason that I
yeah
told you,
that's
because, yeah,
this is what I just wanted to confirm. I mean to say,
uh-huh,
if we have a count of male and the female, right? So we
uh-huh.
can go with simple calculation,
Yeah,
right?
only this calculation, only this var ratio,
All right.
and you have to calculate divide female and male 0, and the return value is 1:2 ratio only. Don't need to do
Okay.
this too. So that is the reason that I written
So
here. Yeah.
so to start with the formula, right? So we will have to start with the var ratio is
See,
equal to format, right?
see, you can do anything, because see why I tell you this, because suppose in my earlier sheet we have a calculation, but suppose if you don't need to calculate this male and female, because
Hmm.
sometimes, because male and female is just a part of our practice, because when you're working in a company, they did not ask you the total of male and female, you didn't know count. Okay, so because it will a time waste for you to calculate a male and female, so for everything you have to calculate a variable. Okay, because variable impact your formula very good way. But if you calculate your measure again, measure and then you calculate this male and female, then also it will take a same time. Okay,
Okay.
it does not make because you have to write same thing with into the formula again, so it will take your higher time instead of creating a measure. But yes, if you have already, then you can use that only use measure. Okay,
Sure.
now done. Okay, so this one is our male and
And after that, sorry, where the formula is completing, return, if you combine this complete formula, how would it look like?
combined means, see, you don't have to
I,
return this. Yeah, yeah, tell me.
Harsh, is it possible for you, if you don't mind, can you please tell us in a simple way? I mean to say, we have the count
Sir,
of male and
yeah,
the female,
yeah,
right?
sir. Actually, in this we have a two sheet, because in this sheet I have don't account, but you can try. You can try in your home, okay? Because see, in my earlier sheet we have a count, but this sheet we don't have a count. I right now I don't get it that rate. If you know, if you tell, let me just give you a calculate. Okay, I'm just calculating. Give me a time. See, we have a female here. Same way you can calculate your male. Because it does not make any sense, because this is the same function we are going to use into variable. Let me just move this one into 1 2 3. So this one we have a male and this one we have a female. So now we are going to create our ratio. So male and female ratio, we have to just directly create a variable of ratio only. Okay, and we have to use our divide function. We have a female count, we have a male count. Okay, so just go to check. Measure table, we have a female count, we have a male count 0, and then you can just format your number. And then return the value in the format of ratio, like 1, this ratio, and concatenate with the ratio variable. And just put enter. This one is the male female ratio. Put it here. See, the answer is same. Okay.
Yeah,
Any doubt?
thank you so much.
Okay, done.
Harsh.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah,
tell
Harsh.
me.
Can we use if statement also? I mean to say, if we want to return the value, let's say for example, just an example. I don't want to confuse you.
Right,
Suppose this year is the male female ratio is 1.31 something, and can we calculate what with the ratio on last year or previous year? Or
so then
what?
no, for that last year or this kind of year, you can just put here as a year wise. Okay, and filter it with year. That is the give you the solution for this. Go to this list. Why need to calculate again and again? Go to 990. It will give you the ratio for anything. Okay, right now in 990 we don't have any male and female. Go to 2002. It will give you the complete ratio. 2003, 2004, 2005. For everything you have a reason. Okay, for year wise, if you need to calculate a year wise ratio, you can just filter it out by year and select a particular year. Suppose in your company you have to compare, suppose 5-year data, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017 and 18, this kind of 5 year. Then you have to just filter it out only the top 5 like 2020, and then filter it out with a different this kind of chart, this kind of card button, and you can filter it out into in the 2020 we have a this, 2021 we have a this. You can also give a date wise as well. As if you don't need to year wise, you can also give your date wise. We have a date table also, week wise also. You can done anything because the format is the same, function is same. If function, because actually I did not use earlier, but yes, if I try, okay, if function we are going to use, because any function we can use into this, but whichever is easy for you, we can use that function. earlier, mostly. Because in the DAX we have a multiple function, because you have a that measure table or measure sheet. Okay, so for this measure sheet you can calculate different measure accordingly, and there are the different function. Like right now in the male and female ratio, I calculate with the var difference and using just a divide function. So instead of divide function we can also use switch function also. Okay, because switch function also give you that kind of data, I think. But we have to just try whether it will be wrong also. But the see divide function give us very in a good way count, because male and female ratio you have to calculate just once only, no need to calculate a last year or previous year. Suppose in like my sheet, I tell you, see in my main this is my main sheet. Okay, so in this sheet we have a just total employee count and just a ratio only, and it's just a one time, no need to asking me again and again to calculate, suppose that kind of ratio for last year or previous year or last 5 years. If you need to comparability of this ratio, you can show into line chart as well. This ratio show into the line chart. In the line chart, you can show for the suppose top 5 year. Top 5 year means starting from 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, that kind of year also. Clear, or any other doubt you have?
Yeah. Thank you, Harish.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Thanks.
done. So now we are going to move into our next step, and we have a next step is employee turnover rate. I'm going to use next sheet. Same way, I put it here as text box. Employee turnover rate. So before moving employee turnover rate, I'm going to asking you that what is employee turnover rate actually in the layman language? Because see, before going to this analytic part, you have a knowledge about layman language. If you don't need to have knowledge about layman language, then you cannot do that kind of formatting or functioning in Power BI. First, think about layman language. What is actually employee turnover rate? I'm just asking you. Tell me. Anyone? What is employee turnover rate right now?
People who are leaving the organization.
People who are
Leaving the
leaving
organization.
Okay, so how to calculate in a layman language? If we calculate in just layman language, like in ratio, I'm going to tell you, suppose in a company we need suppose 1000 employees, 350 male and 350 female and 650 male, then these are the steps. So same way into this turnover, what is our steps? That first is a layman language. Okay, so employee turnover rate, guys, the number of employees that have to be replaced in a given period of time. Okay, and turnover rate is the value expression as a percentage, because we need this value as a percentage. Suppose I am giving an example. Over a full year. Okay, suppose we have a total year. Year we have discussed about suppose 2020, and we have total of 54 employees. Total of 54 employees. And we have suppose three. We have 3 accountants and 4 4 manager, or you can just write it here as 4 senior accountants. Okay, so in a 2020 we have a 54 employee, 3 accountant and 4 accountant हैं जो कि leave करते हैं, मतलब they are leaving the organization. So total we have 7 leave the organization, 7 employee leave the organization. And in the same year, okay, in the same year we also hired suppose 4 accountant, 2 empty, okay, and 4, 2 and 3 3 senior accountants. We have hired 4 accountant, 2 MT, and 3 senior accounting in a same year. So turnover means number of employees that have to be replaced in a given period of time. So we have 7 leave and we have hired 4, 2, 6, and 3, 9. So 9 new employees. So total we have in the beginning of year, if we talk about 54, and at the ending of year we have 54 minus 7. We have a balance. We have a balance is 54 minus 47, and then we hired 9. It means at the end of the year we have a balance of 56. So this is just a layman language that in 2020 we have 54 employees starting, 3 and 4 are leave, then 7 total leave in our full year, and balance we have 47. Then we have a new employee hired in the same year, 4, 2, and 3, 9. So balance we have 56. So how to calculate your that kind of ratio? Just I'm going to talk about. Yeah. So what is the calculation part? So see, we have a 7. 7 means what are the employee we have leaving. Divide by opening plus close. Opening we have 54, closing we have 56 into 100. This is give you the complete answer for employee turnover. This is just your example. So it means first we have to calculate difference. Second, we have to calculate beginning of the year, and then we have to calculate end of the year and divide by 100, 1 by 100, and this will give you the employee turnover ratio. That's the simple thing. Step by step, we are going to move into this way. So suppose if I select 2020 year, okay. So you have to select 2020 year means in the 2020 of the beginning of the year we have 54, 2020 in the end of the year we have a 56, and difference between resigning date, total we have leaving the organization 7, and then we have to just percentage into 100. It will give you the employee turnover. So I'm just going to show you, or if you need to ask me, then I will tell you. See, employee turnover rate, we have to calculate these 4 variables. Okay, I'm going to show you variable. First one, we have to use selected year. Selected year. Then we have to use employee till beginning of the year. Beginning of the year. Then we have to calculate employee of current year. Employee at the end of the year. These 3, and the last one we have to calculate total difference. See, 7. So this is resigned employee. Resigned employee during the year. These 4 variables we have to calculate in the same manner, and then we have to just using our divide function for this resigned divide by this 2. This 2 means you have to just calculate first and second and divide by just your value, and it will give you the answer. See, var variable selected value. Selected value means selected year. Suppose if you selected, I just write it here. Suppose if you selected year 2022. So from here, where you selected year is a measure, different measure. So I am going to just show you selected year. This selected year is how to calculate selected year. First you need to remember selected year means just a selected value, and under this calendar table you have select just your year column. Okay, so I can just write it here as step 1. Select particular year. Okay. Step 2. Step 2. Calculate employee of the beginning. Employee at beginning of the year. Okay. Step 3. calculate employee at the end of the year. Step 4, calculate resigned employee during the year. That is just 4 things you have to calculate, and these 4 things you have just divide by this, divide by these two. This divide by this combined. You have to combine this opening plus closing and divide into this. That is a simple thing you have to just do. So for this selected year, you have a one different measure that you have to selected year and selected value you have using calendar table from year. Only the year is selected. And then if you move into turnover ratio, the selected value is the selected year. Okay, either you can use, instead of this measure, you can use your this value, use this function also. I can just write it here. Selected value, calendar table, year column. You can go through this also. Instead of this, you can use this also. And till last year means a beginning of the year. Okay, suppose we have selected 2020.
If you don't mind, can you please show us the formula of selected year?
This is the formula, selected value. Selected value is equal to year column. I can just write it here as selected value is the function. See, going to this, selected value. Selected value is a function and the year column only. Okay.
Okay.
Done? Yeah. I just write it here, selected value and calendar table with the year column only. Okay. Until last year. Last year means, suppose if you selected 2020 year, okay, then you need at the beginning of the year. Last year means last year current, last year last day value, it means beginning of the year of current day value. So till last year we have a calculate count of HR employee. Employee means this value is just give you the total employee. This value give you the total employee count. I can just write it here as move down into this, and this value give you the